Hello. Hello, everyone. We're here a bit early. We'd like to see whether this works. Should you be here with us already, would you please in the chat just let us know that you can hear this? We're just going to make it so intense. Okay. Hello, everyone. If you can hear this, could you please let us know in the chat? For this is the first time we are trying with this live setup. And we did test the microphone yesterday, but we're not sure whether it is just fully functional. We're quite sure it is. Yay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Queeneth. Malasa, thank you so much, beautiful beings. We are so excited to be here with all of you. This is our first live on YouTube. We did try on TikTok about maybe 4 years ago, and just wild. Hello, hello. And we're so excited to be here with all of you. We've been wanting to do this for a while. We're actually hoping to do a radio station or some sort of interface where you'll be able to call in at some point and we can discuss things and discuss topics and just really connect in that way. And we thought this would be a nice way for all of you to also be able to interact with each other, right? You're all on this journey together, so now at least you can see the soul family growing, and we will keep doing this every Sunday at 6 p.m. We'll just give it a life of its own, right? There's no right or wrong way. We are just going to experience it and see how it grows and what we bring forth. So we're going to literally just flow with source in this session. And we will check in the chat here and there just so we can see if there's anybody who wants to ask something or if there's some topic that comes through. Otherwise, we'll simply just be connecting with source and bringing through energies. We can see that our eye line is there at the camera. However, we will be moving around, so know that we are paying so much attention to each and every single one of you. But as this is not a recording, we will not be focused solely on the camera, but also everywhere else, just to bring through the energies and to bring through whatever is available at this time. Hello, everyone who's joining us. You can see we have 5 beings with us, and that is beautiful. We haven't had even a group session yet, so this is really, really fun. We hope. Okay, thank you, Source. We trust you are all just ready to receive and tap into these energies, that you're all in a very relaxed space wherever you are in the world, whether you are waking up in the morning and this is your morning start off, whether this is evening time, whether this is right now it is 6 p.m., so it's afternoon, evening for us here in Cape Town. But then wherever you are in the world, we're trusting that you're just in a good space, ready and enjoying this energy and just ready just to see what's available. We're going to have these Sunday soul sessions, so let's get into it already. And this will be recorded and this will be posted later. So I suppose I'll announce that a bit later on for those who join us a bit later. But for right now, beautiful beings, let us connect and see what Source would like to discuss today. What's happening? What's coming through? Conscious experiencing. Okay, conscious experiencing. And this is a very different way of living, of experiencing the physical realm, isn't it? We are no longer planning. We are no longer directing. Instead, our focus is to be conscious in the moment present and allowing our experiences to manifest before us. This does get tricky as it feels like we've lost control over things. We've lost our, hello Sandra, we've lost control over things. We've lost our way, we've lost our flow, or we've lost perhaps building what we think we'd like to build. But oh no, Source says, this is truly the way in which you are manifesting a reality, an experience which honors you completely. Because coming here, well, we get this information which isn't ours. We get this fruit born of other people's knowledge, right? We get given a name, we get given a number, we get given a gender, we get given a culture, a tradition, a religion. We get given all this instruction that has absolutely nothing to do with us, that isn't relevant to what our source, what our soul wishes to bring through in this physical realm. And so, yes, we create experiences which are beautiful. And yes, we do fulfill dreams, but those are all based on this reference point we have been given. It's all based on these ingredients we have been given at birth, which is a strange thing to build a life, to create a life based on other people's pasts, other people's experiences. And it does create a bit of a tension, so says in the mind, a bit of a confusion, for you do want to honor these beings who have been here before us. We do want to honor the experiences. We don't want to overlook what they've been through. We don't want to override and overlook and disrespect. And yet, so says, however, the only way to truly honor an experience which is temporary and transient in this dimensional, understand in either realms, physical transitioning isn't manifest. So you simply evolve and take shape into your next experience, or you shift into another frequency should you wish. So here in this realm, we came here to assist and to heal. There is a thing as physical transitioning, this death that beings and humans are afraid of. So it gives us a temporary life experience. And the only way to truly honor this temporary, transient life experience, well, is to be authentic, is to truly honor it, is to be you and witness this you becoming. It's different from how we have always been functioning, and that is why we are experiencing this confusion or this sifting and sorting that you might be experiencing, or this anxiety, or this, this anxiety to trust the unknown, to just let go. And Source is saying, well, should you have been here, should we have been here just to experience Earth with no healing required? Should we have just been here just to experience it, not on a mission, but just on an explorational adventure? Then you would have come through free of the conditioning, and you would have been quite accustomed to being present, witnessing how the source within you brings through your desires and your dreams, in what way, the how. And then you'd be happy to apply yourself upon the how and learn from that experiencing, that syllabus. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Yay. We will be going back and forth in the chat, wherever Source is leading us. So thank you for joining us. And if you join us a bit later, don't worry, we will upload this. So you will be able to, join us again or experience the information. So Source is saying, trust the beings who are awakening here. We are on a mission. And our natural state of being has always been to witness how the source and the soul within us looks like in this physical realm, or in the spirit realm, or in whatever realm you are happening to be in. There are multiple realms, not only the physical and the spirit realm, which the humans know of, which is here as a focus point in this experiencing of Earth. There are multiple realms, and you, beautiful beings, have explored multiple realms. Okay, you have healed multiple realms. It is part of your energy. You are ancient. Some of you predate creation itself. Some of you predate time. Some of you predate the light, the physical. Others of you even predate the shadow, the potentiality. It stretches so wide and so advanced and so broad. It is fascinating whenever we connect to the energies and we just sit and allow ourselves to expand and not to control what we see, but to allow ourselves to experience the seeing of Source, experience the gaze of Source, experience the viewing, the viewpoint of Source, and just surrender without questioning. Because as soon as you start to question, that's when we get stuck. Because it doesn't make sense. And Source is saying, well, I understand the physical way in which you are and the way in which you have been experiencing things limits the understanding of Source. It doesn't mean that you are not intelligent. No, it has nothing to do with intelligence, it has nothing to do with your intellect. It's all about right now in this dimensional frequency. Should you be trying to question what you receive, you're limited, because much of what has been created, or rather, much of what you are receiving has not yet been created. There's no reference point, there's no understanding, there is no one has experienced it yet. So you need to truly just be open to the experiencing of you, to the wonderful manifestation of you, and trust. Just as we are doing here with the live session, Source guided us to a how, and here we are. How this will go, we have no idea. How it will advance, we have no idea. How it will expand, we have no idea. But we're simply going to experience and trust. And the key ingredient, or rather the energies which have been quite dominant in 2024 in this infinity frequency, as within without, has been conscious experiencing. You need to trust that everything that you want and you desire will come. The only thing, let go of the how. Because the how that you have been used to following has been from a human perspective how. And one of the tasks, one of the mission, one of the healing ways was for you to come into this experience and to do this in your own unique way. That is why, for the most part, many of you, when you are born, when you come to this experiencing, you feel you don't fit in. It feels like, why are you the odd one out? Why are you so sensitive? Why doesn't anybody see that that is a weird thing, that that doesn't make sense, that there's an easier way, a conscious way of being, that we do not need to control, we do not need to take and be reckless and wasteful, that there's a way in which one can simply connect, one can create, one can co-create, one can communicate with each other, one can establish relationships without codependency, where you are free to be. So you have this innate knowing of this information I'm receiving doesn't make sense. But all the big humans are doing it, so I suppose we have to do it, because if we don't do it, we get in trouble. But that doesn't make sense. What is trouble even? Why do we get, what is trouble? Why must we get in trouble when what is happening? What is this place? And Source is saying it's time that you witness that how you came through and how you are feeling about things. It wasn't you being too sensitive or too wild or too anything. It wasn't you. You need to release yourself of the wrongness of you. We are to release ourselves of the wrongness of us, because that's what we have been so used to experiencing. Because we are feeling who we truly are within. Each of you feeling who you truly are within doesn't make sense with what you're experiencing without. Beings are trying to shape into one way or another. You feel this wrongness. So we then shy away from being who we truly are. We shy away from being what we are. And Source is saying that's the section or the portion that we are healing at this moment, that shying away from what we are. We're here to do a thorough healing. Many of you, I'm sure, feel that, okay, we're done. We would like to now leave. We're okay. We've awakened. Okay, we see now what's happening. Okay, by Source, when are we going? When's the next step? When? And Source is saying, be gentle, be patient. We're still on mission. We're still on this purpose. We're still in this healing. There are many layers in which we're healing. And the focal point now is that rejection of self, the rejection of your path, that you, that inner child you, that has been denied, that you have not been allowed to access, that you have not been allowed to trust, that you have not been allowed to let go of the bike handle, let go of the car wheel, and just allow yourself to free fall into Source. That's the part that's being healed. Because in order for you to discover that which you are, you cannot know what's happening. That is how you discover something, right? It is unknown. It is unexpected. A surprise. Oh, okay. Or you discover it by exploration, but still in the exploring of it, you do not know what is there. You're in this, we are receiving that black panther, black jaguar energy. And the spirit animal teacher of that frequency is the shadow, the unknown. And you're now in the forests of Source. You have done the work to transmute and to heal the environment around you, the frequency of you to Source. You're now in the forests of Source. And now, in this forest of Source, the paths are gone, which used to be there. There are no man-made paths here. There are no man-made roads. Ooh, we love this. The lines are breaking free from the caged chains of the Colosseum. Ooh, yes, those ancient restriction barriers are being broken. We're being freed. And we're the liberators. We're the ones creating the liberation keys. So here we are in this forest, this jungle, this landscape of Source. And Source is saying, trust now. You're now with us, within you. You've done the work. That is the whole ascension process from 2020 to 2023, 2024. That was the whole point of you releasing and purging and clearing. Hello to everyone who's joined us now. Thank you so much for joining us. We're simply just flowing with Source, receiving what Source would like us to know now. Do not worry if you've just joined us now. We are going to upload these sessions, so you'll be able to recap. We're just speaking of the core frequency that's coming through at this time that we are healing through, and conscious experiencing is what we're receiving, and how to allow a conscious experiencing of us is to release that fear of you manifesting, the truth of you revealing itself. You letting go of Source, letting go of the how, letting go of your power being, that which you were conditioned to do, to be afraid of releasing you. You're in these forests now, transmuted them to Source. You are now in the frequency of Source. And the Source frequency is unique to you. Source is infinite. You're an infinite frequency of Source. There's no one way of being, which is why all of us who are awakening at this time are having very unique, different experiences. They resonate. Should we co-create and share? They resonate, they overlap, but very uniquely different. We're here to show humans the infinite ways in which one can be human. Not the one way in which they have been imprisoned in, but the infinite ways in which one can be human. And the way to do that is to break free of fear. Fear is the big one. To break free of fear is an illusion. And to trust yourself as you explore who you are. That is your natural state of being. Infinite exploration of who you are, infinite discovery, infinite manifestation, infinite creation of who you are. So, right now, beautiful beings, each of us are in the sacred forests, jungles, landscapes, oceans, deserts, orchards, vineyards, mountains of Source. And wherever you venture now, no paths, it's dark, you can't see. You can't really make out what's ahead, and that's okay. You don't have to fear now while you're within the frequency of Source. So, whatever experience you're now going to experience reveals to you the Source you are, reveals to you who you are. And it's for us to meet this frequency and not fear it. So, you go around a corner, oh, there's a person, somebody who's there now. And perhaps they've known you in a past life or in your past few weeks, past few days, years. But now you've changed. Are you now going to revert to where they knew you because you do not know how they're going to react to you? Or are you going to now simply be where you are? Speak, express yourself as the source frequency, and witness, discover how they react to you now. And trust that however they react to you now, now that your source within the frequency of source is a healing to source. So should they be, how can we say? Should they be excited, thrilled to connect with you? Interesting. Okay. Fascinating. Now you are witnessing your truth. You're witnessing how allowed and how safe your inner child is, because we have been taught to fear that inner child, to think it's not safe, to think that our true expression is not safe, that our true expression is to be feared, is not worthy, is wrong, is toxic, taboo, is an illness, a dysfunction, is a sin, is a crime. We have been conditioned to not truly just accept that which we are and accept how we then experience it. So this is another learning for us. Okay, here I am. Now I've had all this crazy evolutionary ascension work for these past few years, which has been really liberating. You feel freer. Your mind is free of the limitations, the codependencies, the toxicities. You've released those people, released those energies. You are just feeling clear. You are feeling wonderful. You are feeling in a good space. And then, boom, in this beautiful forest of yours, in this beautiful experience of yours, there's somebody you have to now deal with, a human. You express with them, you speak with them. They are delighted. Wonderful. You get to now experience how you are at your truth. They are not delighted. Perhaps now they're agitated because, oh, you are at your truth now. Your light is bright now. They are used to you being small. They're used to you being limited. They're used to you diminishing yourself. And it gave them an identity. It gave them an identity. It gave them a purpose. It gave them a role. And they were comfortable. They were comfortable when you were limited, when you were restricted. But now that you're in your power, they don't know where to fit into your life anymore. They feel seen and they don't like feeling seen. They also can witness their insecurities and they can also witness now their uncertainties. They don't like witnessing all of that. So now the only thing they can do is either be open, experience you, and heal. Again, source expressing itself. Or they'll run. Again, it's another experiencing. Or they will try and project it upon you, and it's an experiencing. The difference is, in the past, when we were unawakened, we would people please. As soon as somebody reacted badly, "Oh, no, I'm so sorry." And would shift and would change and would dance and would make sure that they were happy because we're conditioned we cannot make people sad. We can't upset anyone. We have to make everybody happy. But now, with all the work we have done, we're not interested in that. It's people pleasing is such a dishonoring of your frequency. And we had this beautiful understanding with a beautiful being we were connecting through with a booking where we understood we are now feeling the shame. The shame is no longer the people pleasing thing, right? We used to feel ashamed of who we are and then need to people please in order for us to feel better. Now we feel ashamed when we're not honoring our truth. That's what feels off. It's like, no, dishonoring this, that doesn't feel right. You can react however you want now, that's fine, but me dishonoring we dishonoring the core frequency, that doesn't feel right. It's shifted now. We are honoring ourselves more now. We are honoring our truths more now. So if that person has a negative reaction to us, we are now learning, huh, I no longer feel like people pleasing. Fascinating. I no longer feel bad for how you react. Interesting. I no longer feel that guilt. I no longer feel that I need to please you. And then this is something you now need to get used to. This is something now you need to get accustomed to. Whether this is a conversation with someone, whether this is an experiencing, whether this is just a situation appearing. The healing focus point is you have observed yourself all this time, creating through the illusion, pleasing others. Now you are to observe yourself as source, within the pleasure of the source you are, and witness the difference of you in this space. Witness how it feels. Witness how you are. See how your light looks like, how your true light looks like. Thank you so much, Emma. We are so grateful for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, everyone. We are so pleased to connect with each of you. So, the healing of us, what we are healing now, is let us take a moment. Source is saying each of you are to take a moment to witness how the truth of you looks like in this physical realm and get used to it. Be at ease with it. Be at ease with how you be at all times. Be at ease at you speaking your authentic truth, understanding that you do not speak with malintent. You do not speak with a intent to hurt, to harm. You're just speaking truth. And yes, sometimes that truth will be firm. That's because you no longer want to be misunderstood. You no longer want to honor another frequency. You're no longer people pleasing. You're no longer doing these things. You are remaining as source. And it's a different feeling because it feels comfortable now, which is strange. It never felt comfortable before because you always had to shift out of it. But this is interesting. It feels empowering now, which is strange. It didn't feel empowering in the past. In the past, we ran away, so it felt like fear, but now it feels like love. This is interesting. We're getting used to that now. We're now just being ourselves, and we're no longer taking into account what other people think of us as they observe us. That's being released. Even if we can feel and sense, because all of you are very powerful empaths, so even if you can feel and sense that they are triggered by you, or that they're uncertain, or they feel a bit anxious in your frequency, that's not enough for you now to, oh, I wonder what they think. Oh, and sometimes we do, right? You catch yourself, oh, I am release. However they think about me, that's not my thing. What people think about me, that's their thing. It's a they problem. It's a them experience. It's a them understanding. It's not my thing. I can release. Just release. Just release. And just being gentle with yourself as you release. Be gentle. Be gentle, because it's so easy just to slip into that energy and people please again. It's so easy just to slip into that energy and become small again because we are used to it. But the work you've done has crystallized source. And finally, you stand in your power proudly. Confidence. That's the thing, confidence. You are source, and it's not an arrogance to say, I am source, consciously awakened in this physical realm. It's not arrogant to say, I'm a healer of frequencies. It's not arrogant to say, I create my reality. It's no longer an arrogance you're feeling. You're feeling confident now in the source you are. The confidence of source, the confidence of you is being healed at this time. You being confident in how you express yourself, in how you be. You experiencing before your eyes your inner child just do its thing and you letting it be. This is how to allow your abundance to come through, you see. For many of us at this time have been asking for more resources for support, for the financial assistance, for the community, for your support system, for the home, for the stability. That has been the frequency, even through our experiencing, that we are all wanting to bring through. And the new moon in Taurus really cemented that, didn't it? We could feel that security. The April energies were really strong in that, right? Really feeling the foundation of you. Calling it in, calling it in. And it's been a bit slow. It's been a bit slow to come in, as if it's the stodgy, thick, jellied energy. And Source is saying, it's almost, think of it as this machine that hasn't really been oiled for a long time. It's a energy that's a bit stiff, that just needs to be kneaded, needs to just be fluid again. Because this is a new energy you're working with. It's a new frequency you're waking up in this physical realm. The absolute worth of you creating from source and bringing that energy to manifest and materialize in the physical. You need to be super confident, not arrogant, confident in source, in you. Faith, true faith now is being awakened. Not the faith we have been conditioned to through culture, tradition, and religions, but true faith. Not the blame game faith. True faith. True trust. True confidence. Okay. Source. We have healed these jungles, these forests, these landscapes to source. We are now feeling the embodiment of the source we are. We're now exploring these places, and sometimes we feel anxious, but releasing the anxiety, and we're seeing what caused the anxiety, and we release it, and the fear, and we released it now. Wonderful. We do ask for more abundance, source. We do ask for more financial assistance. How, source? Where, source? How? What do we do? How can we? And it's been quiet, and it's been frustrating because it's been quiet and not clear, and source is saying, well, we have no idea how in terms of how it looks like. We know how in terms of the frequency. We can feel there and there, but how? The way that you need to know the how, that's for you to discover. And the only way you can discover it is by fully being you at all times in that frequency. And right now, we are all learning, you are all experiencing every single way. You might still be apprehensive or deny yourself or be shy from being you in all spaces. So as you now go around your environments and you are in a busy space, or you are walking, or you are in these places where you interact with beings, are you being completely authentically yourself? The conversations are you having? Are you ensuring that you're not entertaining the fear, entertaining the illusion. Are you releasing those conversations? Because you can feel they feel heavy, and only allowing yourself to be in conversations of your source and being okay, not being shy of those conversations of your source, not being insecure about those conversations. Are you confidently speaking it and allowing the other person to do whatever they will with the information? Because, well, most humans just talk about what they feel like and then you have to deal with it. So are you also just talking about the source you are and they just deal with it? Insecurities are being healed. Hesitations are being healed. The shyness of you is being healed. For in order to call in the abundance, the finances, the relationships, the co creations, the experiences, the resources, the home, the career, the job, the people that you feel are truly in harmony with you, the people you would, and the experiences and the finances you would have attracted organically should you have been born without a conditioning and just being allowed to express your true self, for you to attract that energy. Source really wants all of us to understand this. Imagine how you would have been. Imagine the being you would have been should you have been born, not given a name, an identity, any of that. Instead, being allowed to just experience Earth. Yes, of course, with guidance for physical things, because the physical realm is new to us. So, yes, maybe putting your fingers in those plug holes would not be a good idea, things like that. So, yes, we would have rough guidance. However, it isn't a guidance to mold who you are as a being. Just, the dangers, because danger is real. Fear is not real, danger is real. If you light a fire and it is dangerous to put your hand in because you'll burn. But to fear that you're going to always burn when the fire's there, that's different. You can have a fireplace, you can have a candle there. You don't have to fear it. But it would be dangerous for you to put your hand or to put something, it will burn. So the danger there. So being taught the danger so that you're mindful of this physical realm. Oh, this is how it works. However, the rest of you is free just to explore. In that space, should you be a channel, you would already be channeling. Should you be a medium, you'd already be a medium. Right there when you are 3 and 4 and 5, as you are speaking, you're also channeling. You're also already light code integrating. And many of you remember in your childhoods doing this, right? We're even having flashbacks. If it is something that was blocked out, we're having flashbacks of these experiences. Coming through, understanding, coming through, coming through. So you would be these beautiful young frequencies in your power, everyone celebrating it. Imagine everyone celebrating your sensitivity, everyone celebrating that you can hear and connect to other realms, everyone celebrating that you can heal energetically, everyone celebrating the light language you speak, everyone celebrating your healing work, your connection, your empathy, your intuition, whatever it is that's truly awakening within you, everyone celebrating it. Well, you'd be rather confident in it, wouldn't you? And you'd be rather focused in it. You would be rather free in it. And you would also then explore it more. You would be more involved in the exploration of it. Just as if you play a sport and you are good at it and you're excited about it, you would then want to put in the practice and the work. So you would put in the practice and the work of your craft. And look at how kids are confident they are. So you would be so confident in your being. And you would be able to go up to an aunt or an uncle or someone and hold them and say, "Ooh, this is what's happening right now. Even if you're 5 or 6, this is what's happening right now. We can feel this for you. Release this and do this." And instead of being ridiculed, instead of being shouted, none of your business, how dare you, because we have embarrassment, instead of being dismissed, you would be heard. You would be celebrated and honored. Thank you. You are right. They would see you. They would see you as they would see a peer. They wouldn't dismiss you as someone who's irrelevant, someone who's small, doesn't know what God's had in play. Or how dare you speak to adults? How dare you speak to the elders? That wouldn't be there. They would respect and honor what you bring forth, and they would be able to sense the truth of it. And intuitively, because you are so confident and free in being in your truth, in being that being, you wouldn't organically use your abilities for recklessness or maliciousness. Remember, this is you being born awakened. You didn't have to heal the shadow. So this is you being born awakened. Right now we're source in the light. So we need to reset to being source in the light and release being source in the shadow. We are used to how we used to heal the shadow. And source is saying, even that life of you healing the shadow is to be released. You need to refresh yourself, reset yourself to being source in the light, source in the physical. You're here, boom, born on earth. You now remembering who you are, remembering your power, remembering your truth. Now, nobody has given you a name. Nobody has given you any information to create upon. You are now receiving from the information from source. The jungles of source you are creating in. Now just be. So imagine the confidence, the power, the grace you would have naturally had been. And imagine that growing over the years. Right now, imagine, we just got goosebumps. Imagine the, how much, just imagine ooh, imagine what you would be weaving with. This is you being a PhD postdoctorate qualified being millions and millions times over in your frequency. Being absolutely one with your energy without even thinking. It would just be as you are breathing. Trusting source would be breathing. Trusting the unknown would be breathing. Being present and simply feeling the desires of what you wish. Naturally, this is what we want. Feeling it, asking it, and then releasing the asking because you know it's done now. And then you just witness the path which is woven for you to follow. And then you follow it without questioning the how. And then you experience yourself even more. And you're learning now from the fruit born of source. This is a very different way of creation. And this is where source is saying, this is where you are doing the learning. This is where you are doing the healing. And yes, it is not easy, for it is such a different operating system. But Source is saying the more you allow yourself to step in as Source doing this, and the more you trust the how, as wild and as unexpected as the how might be, the more you are just, okay, you will literally witness the finances, the security, and everything come through. Source is saying, imagine that your frequency is very particular now. Very particular now. It cannot create from illusion. You have done the work to shift out of illusion. You cannot now use the material illusion world to create abundance. You can access it from source. When you were in the unawakened energies, when you were in the illusion, we created from the information born of other people's knowledge, the external, and we were taught external ways of creating, of abundance, of work, of moving, of doing. Efforting was the key. So we efforted and efforted and efforted and efforted and did and did and did and did and please and please and please and please and go and go and go and go and fear and fear and fear and fear and angry, 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 and march, 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 march. Oh, we remember that, how exhausting, but yeah, that was us. And we did it well because, hey, we are advanced beings too. And if you give us something to do, we're going to do it good. So we did it well, even though we knew it wasn't, something inside us told us it wasn't really right. We did what we did. And that was abundant. And that was fruitful. And that created abundance. And then we awakened, and now those paths are no longer applicable. And this isn't a punishment. Source is saying it's so important that you know that it's not a punishment, that the way in which you used to create does not align anymore. It's not a punishment, it's not a betrayal, it's not a overlooking of you. You have asked for more, and the more that you want is a more that's so great it is born of your frequency. It is not a more that this realm has the capacity to offer you. You are asking of a pure frequency of creation, which is not of this realm. That's what you came here to do, to anchor in other frequencies of creation within the human consciousness, to weave in different ways in which humans can be. So that they, when we are gone, when we have anchored and we shift to wherever we're going to shift to afterwards, they will have the material in the frequencies to connect to engage in, to they can finally meditate and they'll get a download, just like you have been getting a download. They cannot get downloads. They cannot create and feel. That is why every time you try to assist them, it resonates in speaking, but it doesn't really click. What do you mean in the forest? And then what do I feel? What am I feeling for? And you thinking it's so, you don't even have to think about what you're feeling for. Just go in the forest, you'll feel it. And they're thinking, what are you feeling? That is what we are weaving, the feeling of source, the experiencing of source, the weaving of source. For they do not know this. They are of the physical, so opposite to the frequency of source. And yet we said, we can weave this, we can do this, and we have succeeded. We have awakened source in the physical, something we can say here, tapping into the source consciousness, something that we weren't even aware we would be able to actually do successfully. That's why we always felt that going home, recall energy. But now that home is out there is no longer there, right? We can all feel all of a sudden that home is out there is now all of a sudden home is here. It has shifted over the past few months since the end of last year to now, from November-ish, October-ish last year to now. Home is no longer out there, home is quite here. And that's new, that's different. Why? You anchored source. Home is source. Source is home. And we anchored in. We literally were able to pull source back within your frequency. And now you're anchoring source into the earth realm. And now source is saying, now that you've finally brought us back home, can you please let go and let us bring home to you? Let us bring home to you. Conscious experiencing. Be present, be open, be you, just be you. Every single conversation be your truth. And we have really come to embrace this. We had another soul session with another being yesterday. Very blessed. Thank you all of you who have been contributing and soul sessioning, and thank you, Yvette. Thank you, all of you beautiful beings who have been connecting with us through soul sessions. It's been such a fascinating experience to connect with each of you and seeing your different unique soul frequencies. And we were speaking to them and saying there was a period where we would walk and we would see these little sticks, these wands, we call them. And we would walk by it and it would call us as we were walking. And we would almost just think, oh, we're just making things up. No, it would call us. We would literally feel the stick say, pick us up. And it would be maybe on the way to an event. And we think, can't we pick you up on the way home? And we'll hear Source say, why? Why on the way home? Well, we're going to go to this event and, well, there are going to be people there. And so what if there are people there? Well, us carrying a stick into the restaurant is going to be, why would it be weird? Well, aren't they going to think it's weird? And why do you care what they think? If we, Source, are saying, pick up the stick, why are you caring what the humans think? And we thought, oh, okay, we see. We pick up the stick, immediately we feel the energies, immediately we start putting it on our third eye, and we are receiving and we're receiving, and then we just feel ourselves literally sometimes dancing like this as we're walking, and we're just thinking, okay, we're now going into a whole new world, and we're just going to trust this process. Trust this process, being present and trusting the process. And we receive so many light codes, so much from all of these beautiful different wands that we have collected over the time. So many teachings. And that was when we really started to witness us releasing what other people thought about us, releasing the hesitation and the procrastination and the almost shyness from source, no longer giving so much power to the external in terms of how we present and how we be and how we express. A little thing, but huge and quite powerful in its process of healing. Conscious experiencing. It is time for you all to access the beautiful abundance and the security and the beautiful energies that you are worthy of. Oh, you've done the work. Sources commending each and every single one of you for the work you have done. You really have done the work. Now, Source is saying, just be open and be you in all experiences. You're now witnessing where perhaps you still shy away from your power, where you are witnessing how your power works, how your power now affects other people, other things in the space. Even if it's work, you're just now being your truth, no longer shifting for the employer, shifting for your boss, shifting for the supervisor. You are being in your power and experiencing what your words are doing, experiencing how your actions as source are doing. And the more you just are weaving in the frequency of your unique source experience, that is now how you are finally anchoring in the momentum for your finances and experiences to come in. Your energy manifests it. Your energy creates it. You do not need to look out of your energy. You are the abundance. The abundance is of you, within you. You are now witnessing where you shift out, that honoring of you. That is the primary, we're receiving focal point of this time. It's interesting, as we closed our eyes, we saw two rings and they had overlapped like that, as we were saying that. The primary focal point, observing you, allowing you, embracing you, celebrating you, enjoying you. It's a healing to allow you the confidence of you, okay, and the experiencing of you. Okay, that came through. So thank you, Source. Thank you for that understanding, conscious experiencing. Focus there. So if you're wondering how, but Source, money, resources, Source saying, stop thinking about how to more things to practically do. The things to practically do come when you are just being Source, because that then brings through the conversations which you did not expect with people. And in those conversations, the opportunity presents itself. In the experiencing of you as source, the opportunity presents itself. In the weaving of source, the opportunity for the finances, for the security, for the beings, that is when it presents itself. When you are just source as source within source, and that is you being your authentic truth. There's no right or wrong way. Release judging the source you are. Oh, release judging the source you are. We have allowed ourselves just to be absolutely. We've tried to fit in so many times in our past. There's no point. We've tried to please. There's no pleasing. We've tried to shift. Shift for what? Oh, we are done now. We are infinitely done shifting out of source. We simply are like this in all ways. And how people view us, well, if you're going to witness us waving a stick around town, you'll see it. It's wonderful because people leave you alone. They think you're crazy, which is really great. But should you just allow yourself to weave and weave? People keep asking, but how did you know Dumela Universe? How did you know to do this? I had no idea this is what was going to come through. It just came through in my life as I was just honoring who I was. The tarot came through somebody saying, hey, I think it'd be good with tarot. The channeling came through as I was having a conversation over tea. The past life visualization came through, and I was literally just saying, wow, so I was shopping. And I was just having a conversation. One day the escalator spoke to us when we were just meditating. We were shopping. We were shopping, and the escalators in the shopping center. So here in South Africa, I suppose the road rules or how one works is UK based. So you walk on the left, you walk in the left, and everybody else comes through on the right. So that is the way. I think in the States, it's in opposition. It's the right and the left. So just like how the roads and how you drive, right? So generally the escalators, you'd go then down on the left and up on the right because that is how the traffic would go. But then this day in the shopping center, they had switched it around and the escalators were swapped the other way around. So as I was walking, I wasn't paying attention. And that, with feeling the eyes coming out because then we were still the sala. We were still the sala. So we're still in the singular eye, beginning to channel. And as we were walking down, we almost then stepped on the escalator coming up. And we remember getting quite a start because that doesn't happen. The escalators on the left go down, the escalators on the right come up. That's how it goes. So we remember being a bit irritable on the escalator because we then shuffled and went back and we were like irritable. "Oh, why did they get that wrong? I mean, the escalators, you have to go down on the left, up on the right." And the escalator was like, oh, well, I could stop, or I could reverse, or I could go left, or I could go right. Just how many ways, how do you want me to be before you're happy? How must I please you? How must I please you? How must we please you? And I realized, oh, the escalator said, well, whether I go up or down, whether it's right or left, surely that shouldn't have a power to affect you. Look at how you let that little thing make you so irritable. It's interesting. You gave me your power, the escalator said. I never wanted it to begin with. Maybe tomorrow I will just stop and then you'll just have to walk up and down. Hmm. One, we were a bit in shock because we could literally hear it coming from the escalator, and we thought, okay, interesting. We know that we're starting to connect to things, but we didn't expect the escalator. The tree is talking, yes, but the escalator, that was interesting. And then, two, we realized, yeah, we literally reacted at what was because we had decided to imprison it, as opposed to just being in the moment and thinking, oh, okay, the universe is playing with us today. Today, up is down and down is up. Okay, let's do that. Conscious experiencing. We learn so much from just being open. Be there, and that is where you will receive the how. Do not question the how. We are learning to accept the inner child, allow the inner child to be, trusting, letting that inner child go and play wild and free, and that inner child will say, "Go there," and we trust it. Trust the how. Trust the how. Don't question the how. And Source is saying that not questioning the how doesn't mean that it is not you are not allowed to know the how. Or we want you to know. We want you to understand it. But you can only truly know and understand it when you are experiencing it in manifestation, in, in conscious, present manifestation. You will witness and understand, oh, that's why this way. Oh, okay, that's why not this way. Okay. Oh, that's why that way. Okay. But in it, because that frees the energies. Money wants to come to your life fully, without limitation. For as much as it's a human made construct, in this realm, it is present. You to judge it is to push that which can assist you. But if you are just Source, you allow it to come through a higher frequency of healing. We are not here to judge. We are here to be Source, and we're not here to disrupt the norm by judgment. That's what the illusion does. We are here. The illusion restricts everything by judgment. So us disrupting by judgment just keeps us in the restriction of that judgment. We're not here to disrupt the system with judgment. We knew what Earth was when we got here. Okay, when we came here, before coming, we've forgotten that we knew, but we witnessed Earth and said, "Oh, it's a bit of a mess there. People are creating in reckless ways." And it seems that the only way for us to actually be able to achieve a way to assist them is to step into that space. Hello, everyone. We're just going to say hello to everyone who's new coming through. Um, we will be uploading the live, so we are welcome. Please join us and know that whatever maybe you have missed, you will be able to recap. So please come join us. You are welcome. We're just flowing with Source. And thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting the process. We're here to disrupt the system, disrupt the norm through resonance, through Source. You are Source, and then witness how everything creates through you as Source. That's it. You are your truth, and you witness how everything manifests through you as truth. Okay. Here we are as Source, going around the day, exploring and doing our thing. Source, we did our morning meditation and we did our morning intentions and affirmations. So you know what we are asking for today. Thank you, and every day, thank you, thank you, thank you. We don't need to keep asking because that means you don't believe you. We just ask once and we release. That's how much we know you've got us. We ask once and we don't ask again. We then just witness how it comes in. Thank you. And now, as you are Source, experiencing these things, you witness how the money comes in, the support, the resources, the connection, the conversation, the relationship comes in now. And it comes in unique ways which only make sense to you. You don't need anybody else to understand it. Nobody will understand it because it's uniquely your frequency. And every time you try to get somebody to understand it, they might resonate but not really get it, and then you ask them for advice, and then they'll give you advice which is a bit confusing, and then Five of Swords energy. So just be Source, trust what you receive, be playful, don't judge yourself, don't judge what you do. Source keeps coming through very strongly. We do not judge. You are the only person who's judging anything. Source is saying we're not judging a single thing that's happening on earth. You understand? Not a single thing. We didn't come here because we were judging it. We didn't come through, we weren't observing earth. Oh, what a bad earth. Bad earth. Let's go fix it, bad earth. No, we didn't come and judge it. Earth called us. Hey, we are stuck in these lower realms where people are creating in the absence of them, and they're quite destructive, as you can see. It's quite sad. We have great potential to be an incredible planet, incredible frequency, an incredible being, but we, for some reason, are stuck. Can you help? And we thought, okay, cool. That's gonna be something. That's gonna be something. And we called a huge meeting and said, that's gonna be something. That's intense. And we all said, I'm not going alone. That's intense. So if I go, we're all going. And we all then understood the assignment and we came through. And it's been a long time, it's been a long process, but we've been raising and raising the frequency. The only reason why we judge is because we remember. We now remember who we truly are, where we are from. We remember how we create, remember the feeling of connectionness, the feeling of love, the feeling of compassion, the feeling of empathy, the feeling of justice, the feeling of love, of divinity, of source, of you. And then you are witnessing everybody in the chaos and freaking out, and so saying, no, don't freak out, don't freak out, don't freak out. Remember, this is how it was. 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 Don't freak out. Don't judge. Leave them alone. We didn't come here to judge them. We didn't come here to do anything. They need to have humans, and the human experience has to have its own evolutionary frequency. The physical needs to heal itself. Think of you. You healed yourself, did you not? Nobody came in random moments of your life. Stop what you're doing there. Do this to heal. Stop there. Nobody came interjecting. They did try come and interject whenever you were free, but that's the illusion. But the healing frequencies didn't just come and just every single time bombard you with, don't do this, don't do this. That's the illusion. That's the illusion. That's the illusion. That's the illusion. And so Source is saying, don't act like the illusion bombarding. That doesn't work. It didn't work on you. It's not going to work on them. We decided, be here on earth, be Source, weave our energy here. They will then feel it, they will then ascend, and they will rise in their own time. Okay, and that was the sacrifice. For us to release where we were, to come into this plane of existence. Take on the noise, the illusion. The spirit had to be healed. Spirit had to be healed because spirit was conditioned. You were told what spirit is. You were told what God is. You were told what the gods are, the goddesses were. You were told how to worship them, how to connect with them, how to do whatever with them. You were told of the spirit. The spirit had to be healed. So we came in, we took on the spirit conditioning. Didn't feel right. Nope, nope, nope. Released it. Connected to source. Ah, spirit, divine feminine. The shadow is healed. Part 1 is done. Part 2, oh, we're awake now. Don't judge, don't react. Now that I'm receiving information from source, let's be source in the physical. And that's part 2. So remember part 2, be in part 2, be present as source, observe, witness. Part 2, embrace you, don't shy away, just be. Let everybody experience you as you are. Be the sun. That's the light frequency. The sun. Be the sun. The sun is not shifting for anyone. Beings are burning. The sun is not stopping to shine. The sun is the sun. The sun is the sun. Be the sun. Be you at all times. Heal the frequency of the light by being divine light, true light, source light. That is how you are going to bring in all you're asking for now. From you without, from within without. You receive the how, you action upon the how, you discover, oh, fascinating. This is how Source thought would be a romantic way to meet you. How weird, but I'm all for it. Or I had no idea this is what I'll be doing for money, but okay, let's go. And whatever it is that's coming through for you at this time, it's a reset, it's a rebirth. Claim it. Okay. Thank you, beautiful team. Let's pull some tarot. So said, let's do some tarot. Okay, let us see. What are we doing? What tarot? What for? Can we ask? Yes, yes. Taros talaviries, kiatir talavaki, tur. Rakatir talavatos. We wish to bring a divine healing into your frequency, each and every single one of you. A divine healing, a divine clearing to your path. Yes, as Kemet has brought through, as you honor the source and you embrace the source you are, and you allow and witness the source you are to be, you will then allow yourself to bring through the beautiful abundances from your frequency. We do see a bit of interference, which has nothing to do with you, but the density of this realm. And we would like, through this frequency, to assist. We are connecting to all of you who are now connected with us in this session. Katu. And we're going to lead you all in a meditation in order for you to truly be aligned with this weaving. This will assist to clear up the spaces in the next 2 weeks. The shifts will be evident in the quality of life experiencing. Okay. Let us first do the meditation, beautiful being. So wherever you are, connect with us. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. This is from the Pleiadians, by the way. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath in, breathing in source energy all around you. Deep breath out, breathing out tension, breathing out resistance, releasing the mind. Deep breath in, breathing in source energy within you. Deep breath out, breathing out tension, breathing out resistance, releasing the mind. Deep breath in, breathing in source energy anchoring into each and every single cell of your body. And a deep breath out, breathing out tension, breathing out resistance, releasing the mind. Keep breathing. As you breathe in, source energy anchors into each and every single cell of your body. Your whole frequency. The more you are at source, and the more you allow yourself to be source, the more you access the light frequencies as source. We, the beings of source within the light, the beings who dwell within the frequency of Source in the physical, we remain at Source. So should you wish for us to assist, and remember, we do not create for you. You create for you. We do not take credit for your creations. We're not like humans. You are the author, you are the writer, you are the creator, you are the manifester. That said, we can assist in some spaces to clear the path, to bring through energies, to assist you in the creation of you. For there in the physical, you might feel some limitations in the density. However, we do not have such limitations. We are not in the physical dense matrix in the form that you are in. We are there in the physical, but we are at a full integration of the source frequency. Each of you are becoming the full integration, because that's the healing. You are healing yourselves to the full integration of source. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Ratu, ratu, ratu. And we are able to assist you to return to your full integration of source, but anew in the physical. We do not budge from source. We do not waver. So for us to assist you, we ask that you do not waver from the source you are. You are powerful at source. You are love at source. You are everything at source. Don't let other people's perceptions of you put you off the source you are. Don't give power to the external that way. Let the external manifest through the power you are. We come to you. Humans have named us the Pleiadian frequency, or that is what you have received. We do not mind this, for the Pleiadian frequency or the Pleiadian word does not limit that which we are. We do come to you, though, fully within Source, to now assist to brush the cobwebs, the dust from your path, the stickinesses, that very heavy, stodgy energy you've been feeling. Time for it to go, we feel. And the more you simply just honor your source frequency, releasing it all. We know it is not easy to ask you to release the goals and the set plans. Let them go. Trust. We see your whole frequency. And should you let go, we might not see how, we might not see the outcome or the specific physical manifestation, for that's for you to see. However, what we do see is the bountiful vibrational energy that is available for you on these paths of Source. So, you know exactly the feeling of the home, of the abundance, of the love. Why? You have lived it lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, but not here on earth. Not here on earth. You have lived it. There, do you feel that? Connecting to your source core. connecting to your home frequency, your core energy. That's where you felt it. Before Earth, before this mission, before this healing. You have simply never witnessed it take physical form. And the way in which humans have documented how the physical takes form has confused you and has distracted you from the way in which your source, your unique source, takes physical form. We would like to remind you, to assist you on your path to have a clearer feel, a clearer you. Connecting to the Pleiadian Council, Kati. Be open now as we assist. When we are complete here, Kemet will then, with the aid of the tarot, weave it into the physical. Connecting to the crown chakras, third eyes, heart chakras. Deep breath in. Gitares, talovaries, gitur. Deep breath out. Kives, kiavatos, gitar. Deep breath in. Kivires, talozatos, gitir. Deep breath out. Kivites, kiatares, gitar. Deep breath in. Kivates, talovaries, katur. Deep breath out. Kivates, kiataleves, viare. Keep breathing. Viriaturos, talozaros, kiatir. Talovires, riazuros, talovir. Rikias, talozaros, riavir. Rikias, talizaros, riatur. Variatares, variatir. Variatares, variatur. May the path of source, the source you are within, be the path of source, the path you are without, in the physical, in the light. For you to witness, for you to experience, for you to discover the source you are within the physical, within the light. Okay. Thank you. We have not connected with the Pleiadian frequency in that way in a while. In a very long time. We've missed you all. Let's pull some tarot. Let us weave that in and see. Ritares talavaries, quitas. At the center of the reed, the Justice card. Catur talavaries, quiatur, ritares. The Ace of Cups within. And we did. Didn't we just receive? Thank you. We received this beautifully within. Thank you. Catur talavaries. Without, look at that. The Nine of Wands, that feeling, that stodginess, that energy, a healing to that, the restriction. Ooh, and also you keeping faith, you overcoming. Okay. Below, we have the Two of Wands, a beautiful shift. And crowning, crowning the world. Okay. And beneath the deck, the Fool card, New Beginnings. Thank you, Source. Okay, I'm not used to this camera. Okay. So, we will leave this last. Let us begin with the Justice energy at the center of the reed. There it is, and as we have always felt of the Justice card, everything working in your favor, and Source is saying, yes, we know it is not an easy time right now when you are asked to release this way of being and embrace you now. But the more you do it, the momentum will pick up. It's a new energy. It's a little bit stodgy. We're seeing it with the Nine of Wands. It's just a little bit not really as fluid because it's new, but we are asked to trust, 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 trust. It's coming through. Be on your side of the scale. Be source. Be source. Be source. Drop the other side of the scale. Drop the plans. Drop everything. Let source bring through what's on the other side of the scale. Source is saying, yes, we are feeling and raising your frequency, filling you up with divine frequencies of love, of joy, of all that you are. Raturia Virieta Lovarius. May you receive all that you are fully and completely and limitless. Dita Vekriatir. Embrace you, embrace the blessing. You are a blessing. And as you simply are source in that physical reality, this is what you are witnessing. This is what you are experiencing. This is what source is saying is important for you to realize about yourself. Conscious experiencing that you are a blessing. You are not a waste of time. You are not a toxicity. You're not rubbish. Those words people used, oh, no, no, no. You are not this wrongness. You're not a dysfunction. You're not a disease. No, you are not a devil. You are not all these things. You're a love. You're a blessing. In your wildness, in your absolute freakiness, you're a blessing. Stay on your side of the scale. Be balanced as source. Keep the faith. Keep fighting. This is sourcing. We acknowledge this is you. Whatever they've been bringing through to you, you have been standing your ground. It's been rough, but you've been going. No idea what's happening, but you've been going. The path, the ascension process has just put you forward, and Source is saying, we're coming to replenish. We're coming to replenish. We're coming to replenish. We're coming to heal. We're coming to heal. You have been keeping the faith. We are here to bring the blessing. Remain. Viarikies kiatur talavaries. Below in your physical experiencing, this is going to bring a transitioning, and they said 2 weeks, and here we are, the Two of Wands. A shift from one world to another, where finally you are releasing that stodginess, that stickiness, and look, manifesting a new physical experience. And we love that it's in the purple, violet, crown chakra, third eye regions, because it's you receiving something new from your higher energies. A shift into that higher realm in your physical experiencing below. And look, the unknown, you are cloaked in the shadow, and yet look at the wands of the white, in the light. Look at how you move through the unknown into the light. You are weaving the unknown energies into the light. You are creating a source. You are weaving in new light codes into the light. Bringing through, crowning, an ending of the old and the beginning of the new. If you may all just connect to the tarot again, you may close your eyes or look at the tarot, whichever one allows you. Connecting to your frequency, core central frequency, timeline shift. Divine shift, connecting to destiny. Hierophant energies, source creation, your unique frequency creating, being the foundation of your way, of your being. Hermit energy, your path, your unique frequency, paving the way forward. Qui triesta los atos, ricares talovir, talovares, qui viatos, qui vier. Mm. Hmm. We are assured that the questions, should you have come with any questions in this session, they are going to be revealed to you, the answers, in the next 2 weeks. Revealed through discovery, remember. Be patient. Don't look for the answers. Keep looking for the answers, they keep hiding, because that's what you're doing. You are asking them to hide by looking. Should you just mind your own business and surrender to your frequency, the answers will then show themselves to you when they are ready to. For then you are ready to receive them. Okay, beautiful beings. We are so grateful for each of you. And Source invites us, if anyone has a question, would you like it? Yeah, okay, Source. New uncharted waters. If anybody has a question, if there's something you would like us to discuss, may we bring this through. And yes, this is a Care Bear rainbow. Love the Care Bears. We actually, we had a look at the, one of the forests of feelings care a lot. There was one little specific cartoon we enjoyed. I think it was a movie actually, and it was about, I think last year we searched for the clip. The activations we received from that little clip, we were quite shocked. Just the geometry, the mandalas, we were like, whoa. No wonder it felt so resonant. We were busy downloading and getting some loving frequencies, and it's always been one of the energies we've enjoyed, the Care Bears. Okay, does anyone have anything? I'm just going to look at the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, all of you beautiful beings. Thank you. So good to see you all. We are so excited just to have you all in the chat. Just this, we're not alone. You're not alone. We are all here. There's so many of us here. And we're just going to keep expanding and growing. Advise how we maintain source whilst being submerged in a full 3D corporation world. Yes, so we have been removed from that world to just anchor in these frequencies as this, while some of you, you're in those industries, right? And you're working on transmuting and healing those industries in those spaces. The thing is, what you are asked, be the sun. Think of a sun. Whenever you're in that space, think of the sun. The sun shines completely as it is. It doesn't alter its frequency or its light for anyone. Those who do not enjoy the sun will then treat the sun in that way and release the sun and go into the shade or indoors. Those who enjoy the sun at that intensity will go outside and will soak it up. The sun doesn't shine brighter for those who soak it up. The sun doesn't dim for those who go away. If you're angry at the sun does not change its mind. If you are irritated at the sun that day, the sun doesn't do anything. The sun is constant. You are to be constant and let everybody else have their own reaction to you. and trust how the source you are manifests. Now you will witness your physical environment shift and change to honor the source you are. There are beings who will be a bit maybe surprised by your way, those who will enjoy the clarity and the truth, those who will be annoyed by it. Again, that is their own reaction. You are not to care in that way. And it doesn't mean you do not care. You care a great deal. It's just that you do not care about their frequency more than yours. And you do not let the fear of what might happen, the fear of repercussion, again, keep you away from the source you are. So you are simply source in that space. You will then shift in the company to where you are not disturbed of your frequency. So what that means is, as you are source and being source, and you're just source and being source, those who don't enjoy it, they will then maybe stop working with you or they'll disconnect, and that is fine. You release them. Okay, I see those who need me to be cowering away, or those who need me to be in a specific way. We're fine. You'll then have new beings come and shift in who align with your frequency, align with your light, align with your shine. Wonderful. Embrace the new team and keep shining. Should the company itself not be able to, doesn't have the capacity to handle your light, release. Should that be inspired? Should you still feel inspired to stay? Witness, okay, so I'm just going to be the sun shining fully. I'm just going to be my truth. I'm not going to people please. I'm not going to try and change who I am. I'm not going to be part of this corporate look, this corporate image. I am going to bring myself here. Why? And this is the big why. You are at your optimum, most abundant self as source. You are at your optimum, most abundant, most analytically on, sharp, witty, smart, clever, on, focused, strongest, endurance, whatever it is. You are literally at your peak performance best at source. And you no longer wish to settle for any version less than this peak performance you are. So, should they ask, we feel a different shift. Yes, we have, or I have, should you still be in the, however you align. So, source is saying, let us say the I. So, this is you speaking to your boss or your supervisor, your employer, whoever it is. I've been doing some work on self because it is important for reflection in order for me to be the best for this company, in order for me to be the best for me, for my best growth, and for me to provide the best output, the best productivity for this company. And I have seen what this allows me to be my best, and I'm released that. And I am now centered in a space where I now create at optimum. It might not make sense to you, and the way that I am maybe presenting and being might not be what people expect or your clients expect. However, it is imperative that I offer the best of me in every single space that I am in. I have decided to completely present myself in my authentic truth in a way that brings me ease and clarity, so that when I am dealing with the clients or with anything that this work might bring to me, I am clear, I am efficient, I am focused, and I'm able to satisfy every need and every component that is required. We ask that you allow us to be this way, allow me to be this way, and that you witness how the work is now at a high quality, which is where I feel is the best for me to be. Should they disallow this, then okay. Well, we will then need to see where we can move, where we are able to work at optimum, for we will no longer create and co create in a space where we are lesser than our best. It is a disservice to you because then you always get you don't get 100% from me. And then it's a disservice for us because, or me, because then I'm not at 100% and I don't then get what I want from this company. Understand you are source. So source is saying, oh, you're shining brightly as source. Okay. Oh, you're being source. Okay. Should the being who you are dealing with have the capacity to access source, or to, should they truly be a being that understands that to really be successful, you need to let go and let things flourish, they will entertain this transition, and the evidence will be the work you bring in. Because when you are now able to be your authentic self, the energy that you bring forth is now weaving into the work. The projects you are doing are shifting to projects that now excite you, projects that now resonates at you. You no longer need to try and fight for things you enjoy. The things you enjoy are there because you are now source creating. Should the place not have the capacity to do so, source, where do we go? What do we do? Show us. And as you just keep maintaining source, it doesn't mean, oh no, now I shut back down. Because now, if you shut back down, you become compatible with that space again. So you remain a source. Let them have their own reaction. Whether it's yay or nay, you remain there. If it's yay, yay. If it's nay, okay, well, I'm remaining here as the sun. And the more you remain here, before you know it, an email, a client, somebody comes in, something comes in. Hey, this new opportunity is here. And we loving your energy. We think what you're bringing in is exactly what we need and it's exactly what we're looking for. You are now shifted to where you are honored as the sun. This is that total confidence in your source frequency and trusting it completely. You are all healing different industries, different realms, health, corporate, education, all these places. And the only way to heal it is by being in that space as the healing. It is not easy. For yes, then people will challenge, and it's okay. You just be your truth. 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 You are a constant frequency of truth. Everything around you now has to shift to truth. If it doesn't have the capacity to shift to truth, it shifts out. Don't panic. Okay, source. What is next? Something else comes in that now aligns to where you are on your evolutionary state of being. Remember, we're evolving, you're changing. So it's about honoring where you are in your evolution and allowing everything to then catch up. It's like a program upgrade to upgrade to where you are. And then everything is working, and then you evolve again, upgrade to where you are. There's no attachment. There's no, but I need this because if I don't have this, then that means look at you clamoring to the illusion. You have decided that source doesn't have the capacity or the power to create miracles, to bring through the space that you know is yours to have. When we were studying physiotherapy, well, we were in physiotherapy and we did physiotherapy and we were doing modeling and acting and a lot of things. We remained in those spaces and we were always our truth. In the hospital, we were always our truth. The patients loved calling us because when you go in, you have 30 minutes and you have to, I was like, no, I can't see a patient in 30 minutes. I need to know where they are. I need to know how they are so we can start the treatment. So the 30 minutes for me was always an hour. And luckily, the boss that I had, or the senior physio, was very understanding, loved how I worked because I was able to, just my presence, of course, brought in clients and didn't mind that I took longer because the feedback was great and they could also see the improvements in the clients. They were also focused on improvement. So we were blessed to be able to have that energy. But in the end, it was simply the hospital setting itself, the other staff, and it just didn't fit, right? And then we released. And then we went to lecturing physiotherapy. And we were at UCT, we were lecturing physiotherapy. We enjoyed the lecturing, enjoyed, even in class, we were ourselves. We told the students first lesson, hey everyone, so listen, we ask you to be quiet when we're lecturing, not because we have to be quiet. I'm not your parents. You are all old now. This is university. If you throw your parents' money away, if you're throwing your bursary and your scholarship away, that's on you. I'm not here to hold your hand. I simply cannot literally focus and give you information if there's a background matter and noise. I lose focus. So that is why I'm going to ask all of you just to please be respectful. Of course, you can talk about, I mean, if I say something, you might think of something and tell you. I'm not going to be screaming at you for speaking to each other. That doesn't bug me. It's if we can see that the noise level or this is getting a bit out of hand, then I literally just can't concentrate. That is the main reason why I ask you all. And of course, other people are here to also hear what I'm saying. So just be respectful of each other. So from the get go, I was just, this is me. And I told them even day one, some of you are not going to enjoy this. I suggest you leave. I'm not going to be telling you, stick it and be this and be this. No, do what you enjoy this first year. Stay, do what you feel, make it your own, explore it. If it doesn't sit, hey, there's so many other things you can do. Just apply to another field of study next year. You will transfer your points. Just be free. We were very much like that. And students did so well in our class. Fantastic grades, really understood their work. They were open, they were curious. They asked very smart questions. They were on it. They were on it. They were involved. They embodied physiotherapy. But again, it was the management and the senior staff, just the different departments having issues. It was just, we again did not feel that it was a very conducive space for us. So as we were lecturing and doing this and modeling and acting, at some point, lockdown came through. And in that space, we thought, okay, I think we need to release because we just need to understand what's happening. And in that space of, okay, well, we've stopped doing hospital work, we've stopped doing university work, we've released the modeling industry because it's beautiful and we get to create art, and yet there was just a situation with the casting which didn't align with us, and we released, and we were just like, okay, we have no idea source where we are, but we just refuse to be anything other than our full power. And they were like, well, you've been doing tarot a little bit, haven't you? Yes. Instagram page. Just speak to people. Just speak to people. Speak. And Dumela universe began. It doesn't mean that all of you need to leave your space. All we're saying is just be source and discover where you end up. And stop fearing that it won't work out. Trust it will work out. Because when you are source, it will work out. You are source. So it is that complete trust in yourself, in that corporate space, in that education space, in that health space, in all spaces you are. Be you, be you, be you, be you, be you, be you. We always found that in each and every single space, we were ourselves. Even in modeling, we loved the art of it. We were never about really going out. And I mean, we went out a lot with friends, but it wasn't the modeling scene. It was more the psytrance energies in the forests. We were very much always embodying who we are. So we really enjoyed it. When I think of physio and the work we did, we enjoyed it. So much laughter, the patients laughing. I just remember so much laughter in a place where it is generally ruled by sadness and worry, anxiety, just laughter. Studying, laughter and goodness, and modeling and acting, laughter. I really had Lasala had really, really good experiences once he had released himself to be. And now we are giving Kemet the chance to release themselves to be, and trusting it's enough. And each of you, release yourselves to be and trust. Yes, you might fear, but then money, but then I also have a family. And these are all of the illusion, egoic things, letting fear keep you, letting fear keep you. Nothing can stop you besides yourself. So the illusion understands that fear and doubt and insecurity and frustration and anxiety are the ways in which you stop yourself from becoming that which you are. We are in the fifth dimensional frequency. We're no longer in the lower energies of the first dimension. There is no manifestation of a lower vibrational being here to imprison you and enslave you. We're different realms now. They can't manifest in that form. You're not going to be taken into the village town and being stoned. The UN would have much to say. You're in a realm where you can literally be yourself and source. And should you be in an environment you're thinking, oh, but I'm not really in an environment where then maybe it's time to move. We would never, we were born in a very small town, and we can't imagine doing what we're doing there. First of all, the energy there, oh my goodness. Oh, no. So it was not easy, but our path led us here. And yes, here we are disconnected from, maybe that biological family, that support, but we have a beautiful chosen family, a family that's come through by our authentic presence. It's having a huge leap of faith. Be source, be source. Let them all experience you at source and witness you at source. And should the employer or your supervisor or your boss or whatever it is, the CEO, whoever it is, should they operate fearlessly, they will be so thrilled to watch you work, because now you are bringing through what their company has desperately been needing. The problems and the fears they have been having for whatever it is, you are literally the solution. They have been asking, they have been trying, the heads of the company, the shareholders have been in their meetings trying to think of what to do, and here you are, this light. That is the key. Should they not have the capacity and fear rules them, you do not want to be employed by fear. Be love and allow yourself to be shifted to love. Ooh, okay. You said we would meet again and you would give me something significant. Was this it? Sandra, perhaps. We have no idea. We also meet in the astral plane, so we might have given you. Have we given? Oh, not yet. It's yet to come, Sandra. How do I remain at source at all times? You are source. You have always been source. You were born of source. This is Vanessa. You are source. You have always been source. You were born of source. We just came here as source, took on the illusion, But as source, we healed it. As source, you transmuted it. Because remember, if you were not source, you would be with the illusion in that conditioning forever, as the humans are, stuck in that loop. Because we're bringing the energy to shift out of that foreverness of illusion that they have manifest themselves in. Awakened as source, anchored your source frequency in, so you are source. It is simply the case of be, which is be your truth, speak your truth, do what feels aligned, dress as you feel aligned for your work, for your day, for your life, eat what feels nourishing to you, do the experiences that feel good to you. Should it feel like a no, it's a no. Should it feel like a yes, it's a yes. Be your truth. That is all you need to do. And if fear is saying no, stay in, do not let fear be a motivation for anything you do. So, should we feel like staying in? Should we wake up and feel, oh, this is the day of staying in? It is not, oh, we are scared to go outside because of the energy, so we're going to stay in. It's like, no, this is just, it just feels good staying in. Oh, it feels good going out. It feels good going home now. It feels good going that way. It feels good going that way. But it's never, oh, no, I'm afraid of going that way, so I won't go. If fear is saying don't go that way, then we generally go. Because we do not let fear hold us back. Don't let fear. How dare fear think it can tell you what to do? It's not even real. You are real. Be source. That's all you are to remain source. And yes, it is tricky. We have we might give the impression that we are there all times, and we are for the most part. And we can't think of when we are not, but we definitely do have those feelings where we're having a conversation, and maybe it's an authority figure, somebody older, and or just that normal, that authority, whatever position you can just whatever who people, and we can feel the rumblings of, "Ooh, they've asked us what we do," or maybe it's a lawyer or a priest or whatever, and they've asked us what we do. For example, this is much better, yes. When we were beginning Dumela Universe, and we were maybe the second year, or no, the first year, actually, the first year, and we were doing tarot, and then the devil card came up, and we got a healing about Lucifer and the truth of Lucifer being the bringer of the light, being the mirror energy. That the devil, he's not the devil, it's not this bad villain. This is a frequency that literally reflects that which you are, to bring awareness. Lucifer is awareness of you. See how you are within and witness how it creates in the external, so that you can change how you are within, then witness how that changes what you receive in the external. That's the energy. We were brought up Christian. So this is the first year of the Man Universe. And now on YouTube, we're about to speak about Lucifer in this way. We could feel the insecurity of, well, I know it privately. Personally, we've received this, but now I have to tell people. People at home are, because at that space we hadn't yet released a lot of the home frequencies. People at home will see this. Oh goodness, the church will see this. Oh, oh. And yet we were like, you know what? Can't, can't, cannot, will not let random people who probably don't even care. They're probably not even looking. Because whenever I go home, they don't even ask me about my life. They don't care. And we just told our truth. And we just remained source. And to be honest, we've had to release so many toxic energies. Once we released our birth biological frequency, that was a hard one. When we released them, everything else became exceptionally easier to just let go of. Natural dropping versus act of sacrifice in devotion. Fascinating. Hmm. The act of sacrifice and devotion is a very old way. That's like a religious way. Source would never ask you to give up on yourself or to give up something that is truly yours. If something is yours, you don't have to hold on to it. It'll be there. So if you are scared and you're holding on, then you don't believe it's not meant to be there, and you don't believe it's yours. But should you let go, okay, bye. If you're really mine, then you will come in a way which is ease. So that's the dropping. Let everything go, knowing that if it really is meant for you, it has no other choice but to come in. You are source. It is not that we understand what you mean. There's an ease to the releasing. It's faith and trust. It's not, oh, I must give you up because I'm. No, source is saying we also don't want that because that's forced. And then you're going to be resentful and bitter, and that's not fun. It is, okay, well, I'm going to let you go, knowing that should it really resonate, you'll be here. If I let go and you're here, you're here. If I let go and you go away, you're not meant to be here, and I make peace with that. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. A sacred practice to honor that source frequency has been the recent focus, and grateful for other questions as we are really harmonizing such powerful awareness. Yes, indeed. Weaving source, know, trust, believe. Yes. Hi, Johan. Thank you for coming through. We trust you're well, powerful being. Goodness. Your energy is so radiant. When we connected with you on screen, we're like, whoa. So happy, so happy. Hello, Camilla. Hello, Yvette. Queen, let's see. You retracted a message. Is it normal to constantly feel out of place, like you're supposed to be doing something but don't know what it is? I have asked and waited for guidance, but nothing yet. Is it normal to feel out of place, like you're supposed to be doing something? Okay. Yes, it is normal to feel that way. How can we say this? We have been programmed to be busy, to be planners. Go, 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 go. No, 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 no. Schedule, 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 schedule. Beautiful beings, this will be the last question, by the way. Then we're going to wrap up. We can feel it's time to release. So we're going to answer this last question, then we'll wrap up for you. So thank you so much. Let us see. Yes, okay, okay. We have been programmed to plan, 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 go, 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 route, 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 go, 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 schedule, 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 zoom, 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 zoom. That has been a normal operating state of being. Now, with source, it is stillness. It is releasing the mind and being clear, which is a very different energy and frequency than go, 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 do, 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 do. So you are currently still adjusting to the frequency of nothingness, should you be feeling that way. And the reason why you've asked and you've got nothing, because Source is saying, well, when you are ready to receive it, you'll receive something. Let's put it this way. Source does not waste energy. Source is efficient. Source doesn't go trying to keep itself busy, trying to keep itself distracted. Oh, I've got this to do. Oh, let me do the dishes. Okay, no, no, now let me go clean the car. Okay, now let me go clean. Oh, no, actually, let me go. That's a human thing. Humans have been programmed to always do. And as soon as you keep still, no, my mind is too busy. No, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to do that. Ooh, 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 let's go do this. Let's go do that. Source does not do that. Source is like, okay, we're going to remain here where we are. It might not be exactly where you want to be, but we're going to remain here until something better comes. We're not going to distract ourselves with other things in the interim. We are going to remain here in this space. We know you're not quite happy here, but we are now working on aligning what will allow happiness to come in. But we're not going to now distract you with other things until then. That's a waste of energy. So, right now, just be source, be your truth. Witness the different changes. Now your work now is to just be source. Observe. Don't do anything specific. There's no specific task. There's no specific goal. Go to the park. Join a class should you feel tickled to do so. Do gym, go hiking, go swimming, read a book, have a conversation, do this. Just do whatever it is. If that you just feel like doing in that moment. No direction. Source is saying you all want to know specifically, take the step and then turn right and then turn left. And Source is saying we don't want to control you. We are not the condition. We don't, that's not a vibe. We want to learn from you. We want to learn from you. We learn as you learn. When you see, we see. When you know, we know. When you move, we move, just like that. It's you doing your thing, right? We were just guiding you to you, showing you all the distractions of you, showing you where you keep yourself limited and stuck. So now that you've released the distractions and the noise, and you're in this place of, okay, I feel like I should, but maybe something. And Source is saying, all you need to do is be still. Really, just be still. Just be still. If you are truly meant to do something, horses won't pull you away from the doing it. You will know. It will call you. It'll be like, go read this book. Read this book. You'll see the book. You'll dream about the book. Somebody will say, hey, have you read this book? It'll be just so in your face. You can't miss it. When Source calls you to do something, it is not subtle. Trust us. You will know. So should you feel, okay, nothingness. So saying is, in the space of nothingness, discover who you are. Discover what you are. Have a conversation with a friend and see how that friend responds to you as you are now Source and the difference. Go to the park and feel the trees now that you are Source. Not for any intention, not for a download, not for this, not for effort. Release the effort-based human thing. I need to be a contributing member to society by efforting. No. Ugh. Look at what it's done to the world. No. We're at ease. And now we're just witnessing. And when whatever it is we need to do is ready, it'll be ready. And because you now release and you're not deciding you have to do anything, and you're not having to do anything. And yes, you might feel I should be doing something, but that's because, well, you're programmed to always do something. So just be aware. No, I don't have to do something. Should, that's the thing. Should, I should be doing something already. That's wrong because should means it's not meant to happen. Should means I have to. I don't want, there's no should and have to. It's simply I would like to do something. I'm inspired to do something. So if I feel I should do something, I'm going to release it immediately because already that's illusion. Should and have to, no. Want to, would like to, yes. So I'm just going to be here and I'm just going to enjoy. And I'm just going to feel what calls me next. And so I would like things to change, but I understand that it's not ready yet. So I'm going to just be Source right now and witness how this environment now responds to me as I am Source. I'm going to witness how people, I'm going to witness how the world responds to me because it's cool, because it's different. And I haven't really played. I haven't been playful. I haven't played yet. I haven't seen how people react to me when I just speak like this. I mean, when people ask me what I do, it's such fun. So what do you do for work? Oh, we're a multi-vibrational being. We're able to connect to Source. And so we connect to Source energies and we connect to your Source energies. And then we're able to see where in your path you disallow yourself your clarity or your destiny, that which is truly meant for you. And we assist you to release all of that. And if any information is available for you from past lives or just your energies, you can receive it, and then it manifests in your physical for you now to live a life that honors you. And we let them react any which way they want to. Most of the time, it's, oh, cool. So would you like the croissant or would you like the and we just move on. Or if it's somebody who is doing the work, oh, cool, me too. Yay, thank you. Finally, something that makes sense. If it's someone who doesn't understand at all, they're just like, whoa, that sounds hectic. But it's never anything negative because we're not saying it to show off. We're not saying it to make you look or feel stupid. We're not saying it as anything. We're simply saying the truth of what we are and what we do. And we allow people then to feel the truth, and everybody feels the truth of it. And many people say, it must be nice to have that knowing of yourself, that purpose. And we say, well, we discover it every day. We're saying that's what we do now. Will we do this in 10 years? We have no idea. But you asked what we do, that's what we are now. If we will shift again in 10 years, we shall, we can, maybe. We do not know what we truly are. We know that we released a lot of that which we are. So there's so much more to reclaim. So we do not limit the reclamation of us with the knowing of what we are. We rather allow all that we are to come in, and should it require a shift, a move, we will shift and move and explore. So beautiful, Queeneth, just be. Should you feel I should be? No, there's nothing I should do. I have to, there's nothing I have to do. What do I feel like doing? Nothing. Wonderful. Taking a nap, even better. A cup of tea? Reading a book on the porch? Yes. And then you will receive, click. Oh, okay. And you will literally know what to do. Okay, beautiful beings, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for sharing your truth, sharing your presence with us. We are so excited, and we're going to continue doing this every Sunday. We do not know how long it'll last. We knew we'd have an approximation of 2 hours. But sometimes one day it might be an hour, one day two, maybe three. We do not know. We're just going to let these sessions run, but generally, roughly around 2 hours, we feel is enough. How it'll flow, we do not know. Whether we'll ask questions, answer questions every time, we do not know. All we know is that we're just going to be present with you here each and every single Sunday at 6 p.m. We'll let you know if we can't. We'll obviously announce it if there's something that comes in the way. Otherwise, we'll be here openly sharing, and we look forward to connecting with each and every single one of you again. Anything else, Source? No. Okay. We love you greatly. We are so grateful for you, and we send you all so much love. Blessed be. And thank you for the donations. Thank you for the contributions. Thank you for being. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the love. We love you. We love you.